Beat of the month. Beat of the month. Gotta have me my beat of the month. Beat of the month. Beat of the month. Gotta have me my beat of the month. The Game Boy, the Xbox, the PlayStation 4. Gotta press pause 'cause your mom's at my door. Beat of the month. Beat of the month. Gotta have me my beat of the month. We game all month, give out points and sorts. Don't look now, it's another switch port. Beat of the month. Beat of the month. Gotta have me my beat of the month. Beat of the month. Beat of the month. Gotta have me my beat of the month.
Welcome, everyone, to another episode of the Beat of the Month podcast. This is going to be a bonus episode where we're going to talk about our experiences with console launches with the PlayStation 5 and the Xbox Series X consoles coming out shortly. Then run through the lineup for those systems and which one of those games we're planning to buy. My name is Brian, and today I am joined with Melbro.
What up, what up?
Moose.
Yo.
Muff.
It's early as fuck. I'm eating pancake.
Spiral.
I'm here.
And Darkside.
The one and only, baby.
All right. So we're going to start off focusing on the PlayStation launch. So I guess before we get into the PlayStation 5 launch, what are your guys' experiences with other PlayStation launches? Did anybody else buy any previous PlayStation consoles at launch?
Brian, I think you bought me my PS4 at launch, right? Remember?
Oh, man.
Oh,
wow.
Yeah, I did not pay for it, I'm sure. I would have remembered that. But
Brian's big pimping.
I think I was out of town at the time, and I think I gave you the money to buy it for me or something like that, and you stood in line for like 4 days or some shit.
I think I got 2 pre-orders, and I thought I was going to be able to sell it for a lot, and then PS4 was not in the same crazy demand as PS2 and PS3. So I think I just sold you the extra pre-order I had, if I remember correctly.
Right.
Did you get any of the other systems at launch, Melvin? PlayStation 1, 2, or 3?
No, only I didn't have enough money back then to get, systems at launch. So PS4 was really at the time where, I had a real job and could afford, to kind of spend extra money on games. So that was the only launch console that I think I ever bought in my life.
Darkside, Muff, either of you get a PlayStation at launch?
I got a Sega Saturn at launch.
Did you really?
Yeah.
Wow. And you had a TurboGrafx 16 too?
Yeah.
Man, that's unfortunate decisions that were made.
Why is that?
They're just not as highly regarded consoles. I mean, Sega
the
Saturn's
oddball
cool,
consoles.
But yeah, they are the oddball consoles of those generations, I'd say.
What are you saying about me?
I'm not saying anything.
It's the perfect fit. Muffy is eating deer pudding or whatever the hell it is.
I forgot
finishing this COVID is taking away my bitch puddings, and that's a little sad.
I did get a dream. This is Melvin. I did get a Dreamcast at launch. I forgot about that.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, I did as well. Yeah,
I get
Dreamcast was awesome.
TurboGrafx at launch, and it's like, oh, bitch ass Muff. Melvin gets a fucking Dreamcast, like, oh, you're the greatest.
I love Dreamcast. I got one at the end of its life cycle. I'm clear.
Yeah, Dreamcast is awesome. Melvin, you're a hell of a guy for getting one of those. Spiral, did you get Moose? I don't think you. You had a PlayStation, Moose. When did you get the PlayStation in its life cycle?
It was before PS1, before they relabeled it and made the smaller one, but it was not at launch. I was an N64 guy, pretty hardcore N64 back then. Got it.
And then Spiral, did you get any PlayStation system at launch?
I don't know if I got it at launch, but I had a very early PlayStation, which I still have. Not the smaller one, but the larger console. And then at launch, I can't remember exactly when I got them, but I believe I did get the N64 and the Xbox.
Nice.
Oh, wow.
Got it.
Oh, and to Muff's point, I actually also had a TurboGrafx 16, and I had a TurboGrafx CD.
No, do you still have it?
No, I wish I did. I have no idea where it's at, but or what happened to it. But I had the CD. It was pretty worthless back then. It only had like one game for it. I think it had like East Book 1 and 2, and that was it.
I was going to say that launch, or not launch, that lineup for the TurboGrafx CD is fairly limited, but yeah, that's something you don't see every day.
Moose, you forgot that I bought you your Switch at launch. You should be thanking me, man.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that. I didn't realize we were just talking about everything, but yeah, Melbro got me my Switch at launch, and he gave it to me for free. I didn't have to pay him or anything.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Oh man.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Butt stuff.
So I ended up getting a PlayStation 2 and a PlayStation 3 at launch. The PlayStation 2, I had to wait overnight at a Walmart with my mom because she humored me when I was like 6. I think I was 16. And yeah, she waited overnight. And then when we were in line, it was like 8 a.m. and my classes were about to start. And she was like, "Oh, let's just leave and we'll come back." They gave us our ticket. And I was like, there is no way I'm leaving this line. We've been waiting all night. And then PlayStation 3, me and Smoo went, and we waited for 30 hours at Walmart. So we went at like 5 o'clock when it was coming out at midnight the next day. So like we literally slept on the ground in layaway because it was a 24-hour Walmart. So they let us hang around. And my intent at the time was to keep the system. But while I was in line, I kept getting all these text messages saying, "Dude, they're going for so much on eBay. They're going for like $2,000 on eBay." So I ended up selling the PlayStation 3, and then I ended up rebuying it later when it came out with Metal Gear Solid 4 with that bundle.
How much did you sell it for?
So the selling, I'll try and be quick with this. I sold it on eBay to a guy living in Poland for $2,000.
Holy shit.
And then the transaction went through, but then PayPal, they took the $2,000 out of my account, and I was like, what is happening? And I had already shipped the system at this point, and they said the seller does not have an authorized address. And I said, well, what happens if it turns out like it was fraudulent? And they say, well, you're out of your money. And I was like, well, I already mailed the system to the guy. I was like freaking out. So I went to the post office and I said, I just mailed this guy something. I need it to be mailed back to me if possible. And they actually stopped it at the post office. Like it was going to like Arkansas before it got redirected to Poland. And they stopped it and then mailed it back to me.
Oh shit.
And I told the guy what was going on. Like I was like, hey, I can't risk it. Because he kept saying, no, I'm legit. And then when I got the system, when the system was in transit back to me, the funds were released to me. So it was legit, but I didn't know. So the guy was getting upset then because he's like, I don't have my system. I don't have my money. And so yeah, I ended up getting the system back to me. And then at that point, he didn't want it for the $2,000 because I think just a week later, like the prices had gone down, or he had bought one or something. So then I ended up selling it to somebody else, I think for $1,100. So I still made like almost double the money on it, but it wasn't like a crazy amount like I could have had.
Those goofy polls, man.
And then the PlayStation 4, I bought that at launch, but that was I don't remember there being I didn't have to wait or anything. I think I just pre-ordered it like a GameStop or something. So that PS3 launch, waiting with Smoo for 30 hours, that was definitely the craziest one.
Did you get a Wii at launch also? I forgot about that.
I
got
did.
A Wii also at launch, yeah.
Yeah, Smoo actually had a pre-order at GameStop, and he gave me the pre-order. So yeah, those were very hard to come by. Even a year later, they were very hard to come by because I was working at GameStop at the time, and people were coming in like crazy, just waiting for like UPS to deliver the systems. So that was a hard one to get.
I worked at Target, and I was kind of pissed that they wouldn't like hold one for me. They made me wait outside in line with all the rest of these versions. So I slept outside of Target.
They needed a leader, it sounded like.
To get my Wii.
But the Wii, though, Nintendo created that demand. It was easy to make and cheap. They decided not to make a lot just to screw with their fans. Right, Brian?
I don't know if I agree with that.
Brian, you got a pretty extensive like launch day history. What's your favorite launch? Was it PSP? Was that what you'd stand behind there?
The PSP had a decent launch lineup, but yeah, when I hyped it up as being the best launch lineup of all time, that might have been a step too far.
PSP? Oh shit!
It had a good launch. I mean, Metal Gear Acid, Ridge Racer, Twisted Metal, Luminous.
Oh yeah,
I mean,
Ridge Racer.
Some solid titles there.
Luminous is the only one that stands the test of time.
That's true. Yeah, Luminous is an incredible game. The rest are pretty forgettable. But at the time, I was like, man, this system's got it all. Pretty nice. All right, so moving into the PlayStation 5, who here is planning to get a PlayStation 5? Oh, so PlayStation 5 is coming out November 12th, so in like a week. So there's $399 digital version, $499 with the disc drive. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Damn, that's quick. So is anybody picking one up on November 12th?
I would not be getting one at launch, but I'll get one eventually.
Darkside was not able to secure a pre-order, so I'll get one whenever I can.
I have no desire for picking up a new PlayStation system at this time.
I'll get it if it's a Final Fantasy exclusive on that system.
Ooh, damn.
I think it might be.
Yeah, I think 16 is, or maybe it's just a timed exclusive.
Yeah, I think it's a timed right now. I don't think it's official that it's not coming anywhere else. But yeah, I'm in the same boat as Muffin Mel and Spiral. Sorry, I am like a wait and see right now.
Oh, I didn't even know you were considering PlayStation Move.
I'm always considering PlayStation. I got to keep you guys a little bit teased, you know.
I've had every one myself. It's just like it's nothing I need to pull it out and go get it.
Yeah, it's one of those. It's one of those things where I, if I see one sitting on the shelf at Target, I may be tempted to get one. But yeah, I didn't go out of my way to try and get a pre-order, and I'm certainly not going to wait overnight to see if I can get one.
It's retailers are actually selling them in stores. You know that?
Yeah, they're not.
Wait, what?
You can't buy them at it. You have to. They're only online. No retailer is going to have a PlayStation at launch day.
Oh wow, I didn't know that.
Yeah, Sony released an official statement. Just because of COVID, they don't want people, camping outside, coughing on each other and shit.
Yeah. No, that makes sense. Wow, I didn't know that.
Yeah, they will be in stores eventually, but just all the pre-orders are what's going to get sold.
So Darkside, is it pretty much as soon as you find one online, you're going to scoop one then?
Yeah, pretty much.
All right, and then another thing to add with the systems, so $70 games for some of these games. What are your guys' thoughts on that?
My thoughts are, nobody wants to pay more for anything, but I mean, games have been $60 for 15 years at this point.
Right.
So I mean, it was something that was going to happen. It was inevitable. Like
I don't
Mr.
think
Smith would
it's
say.
Justified with all the microtransactions and all that crap. Like companies are making like record-breaking profits on all those microtransactions. Even if it's not the exact game you're getting, it's the publishers and the developers are making that money. You know what I mean? They're making it.
Yeah.
It might not be the specific single-player game that you might be playing, but somehow they're getting money from some microtransactions one way or another. I guarantee almost all the major ones are doing that.
Yeah, but that's kind of the rub, though. I mean, do you want to play, I don't know, a AAA game that's $70 and it has no microtransactions or very little microtransactions, or do you want to play a $60, AAA game that has microtransactions up the wazoo?
It's a slippery slope, though. Like, eventually it's just going to be riddled with microtransactions. I don't think
it's going to be both.
Yeah,
you're going to pay $70 and you will have microtransactions.
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah, that's where it's
They'll
headed.
start off like being the good guy and saying like, oh, just one or two things, and then eventually it's just going to be flooded with it, and $70 is going to be the standard, and then it's just $10 more, and you're still riddled with basically in-game advertisements.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm not okay with it. If they guarantee no microtransactions at that price, then that's another story. But they're not going to do that because it's too much money.
Yeah, I'm just thankful the Switch isn't going to have $70 games. Nintendo just wouldn't do that to their customers. Right, Darkside?
No, they'll make a Switch port and charge full price.
Same thing, even worse, right?
All right, so I'm going to run down the PlayStation 5 launch lineup. So you guys just shout out whether this is a definite buy, or a deep sale, meaning you'll pick it up on a deep sale, or hard pass. And then if you guys want to talk more about a specific game, just start talking. Astro's Playroom, so that's free on the PlayStation 5. So
Yeah, I guess preloaded.
Does anybody care about that game?
I do.
They
said this game really shows off all the hardware of the new DualSense controller. So they said it's pretty dope.
Yeah, I've heard good things. I think it's sitting around 80% on Metacritic right now. It's supposed to be a 6-hour game, so I mean it's a full game that takes advantage of the hardware. So that's pretty awesome.
And I heard the music in it is incredible too. You know, I'm a music guy, so.
Oh, that's cool. I guess I should check more out about it. The only thing I heard is that, because Astrobot or whatever for the PlayStation VR was incredible, and then when I heard this didn't have VR, it lost my interest like immediately. But I guess I should give it a chance.
Yeah, and it's free. I mean, any console that launches with a free game is A-okay.
And I heard it's supposed to be like platforming, kind of showing off the history of PlayStation. Like you're actually platforming on type of PlayStation memorabilia and stuff like that. So.
Oh, damn, that sounds cool.
Yeah, it does sound pretty cool.
Yeah, it sounds better than I thought. I thought it was just going to be like a, I don't know,
like 1-2 switch or something.
Yeah,
something
that's like a tech demo or something.
Cheesy ass thing for, but it sounds like it's something more than that. So it sounds cool, but still a hard pass for me.
You won't play it even though it's
free. All right, Demon Souls Remastered.
Hard pass.
I'm not a big of that type of game, the Souls type of gameplay.
Games like these.
Yeah, games like these. It does look fun and it looks pretty, but I don't know. It's something that I have to give another shot at, and I'm not really a fan of that gameplay.
Yeah, it's a hard pass for me, unless it was a deep sale like $10 and I just stick it on a shelf to collect dust or something. But
yeah, those games.
Yeah, I wouldn't want to invest that much time in a game that's punishing.
All right, Marvel Spider-Man. So there's the remastered one, but then there's also the Spider-Man Miles Morales.
So which one are we talking about?
Do both. We'll just lump them both together.
Miles Morales is a definite buy. Anyone who doesn't buy this game, I don't respect you.
It is 100% buy.
100%.
Yeah, it's getting amazing reviews. It looks phenomenal.
Deep sale.
Deep sale for me.
Oh man, this is probably one of the best launch games.
Here's the thing: by the time I jump into the PlayStation family, it'll probably be $20 standard.
Yeah, it's gonna get a price drop quick.
Yeah, because they're gonna overproduce it like crazy.
Yeah, but the point is you're going to buy it if you get a system.
Yeah, but that's why I'm saying deep sale, because I'm not a launch guy for that game. You know what I mean?
Well, yeah, so it doesn't matter.
If I walked into Target though and bought a PlayStation 5, I would not be. Is this $70? The Miles Morales? I would not be buying that.
I think it's 50.
It's $50.
$50.
But it's more expensive if you buy the remastered original Spider-Man.
Okay. Yeah, I don't know that if I did get a system, I'd be picking that up for $50. I'd still wait for that deep sale.
If you had played the one on PS4, you would you would buy this.
Yeah.
Yeah, I still got to get that shot.
Yeah, Brian needs to play some good games now and again.
Sackboy. Speaking of good games, Sackboy, A Big Adventure.
This is for me, a deep sale. Only way I would buy this if my kids wanted to play it. But other than that, no, fuck that game.
Yeah, I heard it's good, but it's not calling me or anything like that. I wouldn't pay $70.
It's like Little Big Planet, but without the creation. Is that pretty much what this is?
Yeah, it's also got like an isometric view, I believe.
What about you, Brian? You planning on getting this one?
That would be a deep sale, deep sale if I was going to get that. I didn't care for Little Big Planet that much.
Okay.
What?
I mean, it was kind of cool, but
direction for fucking Mario Maker, but fucking Little Big Planet had done it much better earlier.
Brian doesn't like platformers with good controls.
Yeah, it's the opposite. I don't like platformers with subpar controls. And Little Big Planet, for all its innovation with the creation tool, its actual core gameplay, I don't think is that good.
So if Sackboy had a 70s porn stash, would you then like?
I'd give it a second look, I suppose. All right, moving on. So this is getting into the third-party games. Assassin's Creed Valhalla.
If it gets absolutely spectacular reviews, I'll give it a look. But I haven't really played any of the other ones, so I'm not going to start with this one really.
Is anybody into Assassin's Creed on this podcast?
I am not.
Oh, no. Brian, you forgot Bugsnack.
Is that a Sony exclusive or is that third party? It is on my list.
It's going to be free for PlayStation Plus members launch day.
So what about Bugsnax? Are you excited about Bugsnax, Darkside?
I'm excited for a free game on launch day.
That's a hard pass for me. Actually, I might
hard pass
I might check it out. I don't know much about it, but
it's
it's
a studio that you like. I can't remember who it is, but it's
like
one of those weird Japanese people that you like.
Is it the Octodad guys?
I think so.
Oh, all right. No, I'll check that out for sure then.
Oh,
Octodad
Brian just got
amazing.
hard. Octodad.
Oh,
Octodad was amazing. All right, some of these games are old, like Borderlands 3. I don't know that we necessarily need to cover all these games, I guess.
Yeah, a lot of these are just upgraded PS4 games. You know, like Destiny 2.
Yeah. All right, I'm going to skip over some of these. So we'll cover this one. Destiny 2 Beyond Light. Moose, your thoughts?
It's going to be amazing because you're going to have 60 frames per second on console, which is huge. That is a definite buy or definite Game Pass acquisition, I guess. I'll get it to Game Pass.
It's a free upgrade, isn't it?
It's a free upgrade to the next gen like status, but the expansion would be paid. So like there's still Destiny 2 is still technically free to play, but the expansion costs money. But yeah, it's a free upgrade. You're gonna get the free graphical enhancements and all that performance enhancements and all that stuff. So that's going to be pretty major, especially for console and first-person shooters. Like we're always a little bit behind on PC.
Do you know
anybody else excited for that?
The trailer looks amazing, but I don't know anything about Destiny.
Melvin's excited for it. You hear that?
It looks good.
Melvin is not a lot of people are
pretty.
No, that trailer did look nice. I mean, Moose would have to, talk me into it a little bit more, but
if they end up doing cross-platform play, that'll be huge, and then we'll all play and we'll all have a good time,
So if I have a PlayStation 5, can I play with PlayStation 4 guys? And if I have an Xbox Series X or S, can I play with One X people?
Yeah. So the within the same family, it's gonna have cross-generational play. But there's no like cross system or cross platform entirely. You know what I mean? Not yet. I don't know what the plans are there, but so if you're on the new system playing against people with the old system, you'll have a slight competitive advantage. I mean, it's still going to matter how good you are, but you'll have a better chance at winning, I guess, if you're equal.
And when is it coming to Switch?
Probably never until we get that new Switch 2,
They got that cloud streaming though with Control, so maybe they'll do something.
Oh
there.
yeah,
I've heard that works.
Cloud streaming with
the interesting to see how laggy that is.
All right, moving on. I think we're going to switch over to Xbox now because I think that covered most of the PlayStation stuff.
First, a word from our sponsor.
Hey fellas, pandemic got you stuck in the house? Your girl making them TikToks, walking up to you ass naked while you playing with your boys? Then you leave your boys to die just so you end up getting them ass flicks and booty juice all over your fresh gear? Well, next time, grab yourself some booty bibs. Biodegradables, easy accessible, booty bibs are here. Booty bibs. You'll save your gear while you eat that rear.
And remember, fellas, bib up.
So Xbox, did anybody have an Xbox console launch experience that they didn't talk about that they want to mention?
I was working at Walmart.
Any of them on launch.
I was working at Walmart. Yeah, when the first Xbox came out. It was interesting because it was before the days of pre-orders and online stuff, and you had to physically be there. There was no real system to the line. There was no it was pretty much chaotic. So people started showing up, and I think we only had 17 Xboxes come in. And we're like, we don't know what to do because this is kind of new to us. We never really had a launch like this before. So we just had people line up in electronics, and we said we got 17 systems, and the first 17 who are here get it. So they started lining up. I would say, it was a long time ago, so I feel like it was definitely the night of. I think maybe around 8 o'clock or so, something like that. And we only had 17 Xboxes, but we had 40 Halos. Because Halo is a launch title, right? Is that correct?
Yeah.
Okay. So well, actually, I can't remember now, but people started buying the Halo games because they were lined for the Xbox, so people ran to the case to secure their Xbox, their Halo game as well. It was just chaotic, super chaotic. And now that I think about it, I don't think we had enough Halo, so I think some people just bought the system, didn't have Halo.
The night of the Dude Bros.
All right. Anybody else Xbox console launch experience? Yeah, I didn't get any of the Xboxes at launch. I do have to give a shout out to Smoo, but he bought me my 360. I don't even remember why he did at the time, but we were living with each other, and he was a good guy. So he wanted me to play Gears of War with him, which I probably did like 3 times, and then that was it.
Oh, you disappointed him for the rest of his life.
Yeah, that wasn't the last time for sure. Xbox Series X. So this is coming out November 10th. So this is just in a couple days, and this is very close to the PlayStation 5 launch. I mean, this has got to be like the closest 2 launches have ever been to each other, I would think. It's coming out $299 digital version, $499 physical version. So anybody here planning to get one?
Yep.
No.
I would buy a Series S if it was $200, which maybe in 2 years it might be, but just for Game Pass, really.
So I have the Series X pre-ordered, and I think Muff does as well.
What's that?
You got the Xbox pre-ordered, Muff?
No.
Oh, shit.
Your volume is real low.
Low volume warrior?
Your volume, I barely hear you.
He's got his mask on.
I don't have a mask.
Jesus.
It's just my face.
He's eating a deer.
Y'all really can't hear me?
It's very low. It's very low.
I don't know what all that's about.
You got to put the microphone next to your mouth. That's how it works.
Muff, you got them Xbox pre-ordered or what?
Yeah.
Wait, do you have the Xbox pre-ordered?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I thought you
Which
said no
one?
earlier.
The Series X or the Series S?
Malcolm X?
Okay, so to translate what Muff's saying, I think he did pre-order the Series X, less I knew.
So are you guys excited to get them in a couple days then?
I have no idea when the hell it's going to come in. So I think my wife pre-ordered it for me through Target with like her Target credit card. You get like 5% off. She had some other bonus. So there was like 10% off total or something like that. I could see it not coming right away. I could see it being like a week late or something. I don't know. I don't know how Target is, and I'm not going too crazy for it. But I figured I've been good, it's quarantine. I deserve a gift to myself.
Are you picking up any games at launch?
No, I don't plan to. I just plan to use whatever's on Game Pass.
How about you, Muff? You get any games for it?
So I personally did not pre-order it, but my son camped out when the pre-orders went on sale. So he camped out overnight at GameStop, and so he is getting it. I could care less. I have found that the only games that I'm freaking playing anyways are all the free ones they've put out for the last several years and on Game Pass. So what's the point of buying a new system? So, but Call of Duty coming out Friday. So that's all I need to get me through 2021.
So are you picking up Call of Duty for the existing Xbox, or are you going to get it
for
steal
Xbox
your son's
One.
system?
No, so here's the thing about all of this. In reality, is my work's already like preparing for us all to return to work. So I'm already working 10 to 11 hours a day from home. Once that happens, I'm going to be gone 12 hours a day. My gaming's going to go for shit. So I'm not investing in anything.
So what's the upgrade path for Call of Duty? Because I know some games are free upgrades, and I think Activision is kind of being assholes about it, and they're making people rebuy it for the next gen. But I don't know if if that's how it is, or if that was what they thought they were going to do, and then after Backlash they switched. I'm not sure.
What's your question?
the upgrade pass to the next gen. Like Xbox has that smart delivery, and PlayStation just says, hey, there's a free upgrade if you buy the old game that just like the old generation game for a brand new game. Like if it launches in November, let's say.
If I understand,
you buy the old version for the old system or whatever, you get the free upgrade.
Okay. If I understand properly, PlayStation's just gonna be like, oh, get it now, we give you free upgrade, because they're like, we love you, come be our customer. And Xbox is gonna be up to whoever you bought it from, because like legit, a lot of the Walmart games I was able to buy on sale because they weren't doing the free upgrade to the new generation. Whereas I think my son picked up Madden digitally, even though I already purchased it. He bought it digitally, so he could get the free upgrade to the new system. So they just trying to corkscrew you and be like, yeah, good luck.
So Call of Duty Cold War specifically, I believe there are 3 buying options. There's buy it on current generation consoles for $60. There's like a in between, like that works for new and old consoles, or for the like PlayStation 5 and PlayStation 4 or Series X and One for like $70. And then there's another tier, which I think you get some extra DLC or some bullshit like that. I believe, and I could be wrong, but for the Series X and for the PlayStation 5, if you buy the original PlayStation 4 or One version for $60, you can still pay like $10 to upgrade later. Okay, I'm not positive about that, though.
Pay to upgrade or buy the edition that has the upgrade included or something. Yeah, because a lot of games are doing just a flat out free upgrade because it's this close to the next console that it seems kind of weird to sell 2 versions of the same game.
And like in previous console generations, they would either upgrade or it would be like, well, now you have to buy a new version. But Activision, they like money. They like microtransactions, and
so So if you have the PS4 only version, you cannot play that on PS5.
You might be able to play it, but it would be like the old. Yeah. We wouldn't get the graphical enhancements and all the next gen enhancements. Like it's kind of bullshit if you think about it, because it's really like you're buying the software. You should be able to play it on any hardware that plays it, and it should play it. The hardware should be the restriction, not the software. It's kind of weird.
Right.
Yeah.
What other launch titles, Brian? Anything for Xbox?
Yeah, there's really not any new first party titles. When I was looking at the list, I don't know if anybody. I mean, there's Xbox exclusive stuff like Sea of Thieves. Tetris Effect has a new version coming out, but there's nothing like kind of a brand new title that's coming out that I saw. Anybody else see anything?
When Halo got delayed, they miraculously Destiny 2 got delayed to the launch of Series X. So I don't think that was a coincidence. I think Microsoft probably asked them to delay the game, or they were planning on delaying it, and they said, okay, why not choose the same day as the Series X launch? Because the fact that they line up perfectly, I don't think that's coincidence. I think they couldn't have Halo, so they said, here's Destiny 2 on Game Pass. So I think that's, even though it's not exclusive, that was a launch initiative, I guess. But yeah, the single player games and whatnot, I think those are getting delayed. There's like some Medium game or like a survival horror game called Medium.
Yeah, that one pushed to 2021, I think.
Yeah, because I think it was supposed to release in December. Cyberpunk got delayed to December, and they're like, okay, fine, we can use more time since Cyberpunk's going to eat up all our sales anyway. So I think that's what happened there.
So what are people going to play?
Old stuff, I guess.
Old games.
Old games in the new system. There's games getting released in November. I mean, like Muff said, Call of Duty. If you're a Call of Duty guy, you're getting the new system, you're going to buy the new Call of Duty on the new system. The Assassin's Creeds, all that, like third-party stuff.
Yeah, so it's pretty much if you want the best of the best version, then.
Yeah, and Cyberpunk, I mean, it's going to run on the old systems, but if you want like the experience for Cyberpunk, it's going to be next gen.
And that's why I'm getting the Series X at some point.
Yeah.
Cyberpunk is in on PlayStation?
It will be. Yeah, it'll be on all systems, except for Switch, of course.
They got The Witcher 3, man.
Yeah, they got The Witcher 3.
That's true.
Yeah, but I think Cyberpunk's, a little bit more in hardware.
Beyond kindergarten.
Yeah, kind of. The Witcher 3 came out in 2015, right?
They put Cyberpunk on the Switch. It ends up looking like Minecraft. It'll be awesome.
Well, at least it's portable.
That's right. Yes.
Yeah.
That's right. That's a great point.
Yeah.
All right. So I think that sums up our look at the console launches. Anybody else have final thoughts with these console launches?
Brian, are you getting an Xbox? You didn't tell us.
No. That would have to be a very deep sale. I just didn't play my Xbox One that much, so it would need a system exclusive game. I mean, if they end up doing some crazy thing like buying Konami and the next Silent Hill is an Xbox exclusive, then that would definitely make me think about it. But it would take something pretty wild.
A lot of rumors swirling that they're looking for a Japanese developer.
Yeah, that would. I don't. Man, it seems like they're just kind of. They tried really hard with the original Xbox, and that's a tough nut to crack for them. So I'd be surprised if they went that way. But
yeah, well, I think with like something like Game Pass, if they do more touchscreen controls on mobile, that'll probably do well. Because I think Japanese gamers in general, they like their handhelds and mobile games and stuff. So I think like for commutes or whatever, if you got touchscreen controls on mobile for whatever games through Game Pass and xCloud and whatnot, I think that could be a selling point. But I don't think the consoles are really going to do as well as they'd probably hope.
What about the acquisition of Bethesda by Microsoft? Is that gonna create exclusive titles for them?
It will eventually.
I think it will
not
eventually.
100% done yet. I think it's finishing up sometime in 2021.
Yeah.
So I think that's a pretty huge get if they get like an Elder Scrolls game that's just on Xbox.
that would be, yeah. But then it's like, are they going to give up all those sales on other systems? Microsoft's already shown that they're flexible with that to just get more of the software sales. So it's interesting with that Bethesda buyout, how that'll
It'll definitely be like a time thing where like the first year would be Microsoft, Xbox only.
Yeah, I could see that.
That makes sense.
I don't know. I mean, they're going to put it on Game Pass, right? So it's like they're going to put it on Game Pass, so they're not going to get like flat numbers just for that game specifically. So I could see them saying, like, if you want to play it, get Game Pass. You can play Game Pass on PC, on Android, on eventually iPhone, and all that stuff. So, like, I think they're going to push Game Pass. If I had to bet, I don't think they're going to release it once they completely own the company. I don't think they're going to do PlayStation games, but we'll see.
All right. Muff, you want to tell people where they can find us on social media?
Yeah, you can find us on social media. It's at Twitter, at Beat of the Months, Facebook, Beat of the Month, Instagram, Beat of the Month, Gmail, Beat of the Month, Anchor, listen to us, Spotify, listen to us, all them other podcasts platforms, listen to us. Every one of them, you can find us. Beat of the month. Beat of the month. Beat of the month. Gotta have me. Beat of the month.
All right, thanks, Muff. This has been episode of Beat of the Month podcast. We'll be back with a regular episode in a week or two where we're going to do a deep dive of Among Us, the new craze with all the kids. So please stay tuned for that. Thanks, everyone.
Thanks, everyone.
Peace out.
Bye.
See you guys.
I need to go dookie.
All right, I gotta go. All right, see you guys.
Peace out,
later.
Yeah, you just want to stop recording, Muff?
Huh?
Just to make sure that can you stop recording just to make sure it saves? I'm sure. Welcome everyone to another episode of the Beat of the Month. Fuck me. All right, we'll take. All right, I'm just gonna say Spiral, and then Spiral, you can say whatever you want to say, and then I'm gonna say Dark Side, and then we'll get into it. All right, 3, 2, 1.
Stop.
Spiral. And Darkseid.
What happened to Spiral?
What happened to Spiral?
Spiral with Silent Warrior.
No, he's not here.
His cats have killed him.
We fucked up.
Is he even in the Skype?
I don't see him.
He's in the Skype. He's just not talking.
Yeah, I see him.
Oh, he
You
texted
muted
me.
Spiral?
Taking a bloody dump. Oh, okay.
That's not what mine said.
So is he really using the bathroom? Is that what's going on or no?
I'm not. My cameras aren't on, so I can't really tell. I can go turn them on though. It just takes a minute to boot up.
It is 9:45. His cycle.
Muff, what are you eating?
Egg Haven.
Oh,
you went
shit.
to Egg Haven this morning?
Dude, I woke up, worked out, seeing I had a half hour to the show. I said, fuck it. Ran up there, picked it up. And I'm here on time. How about that?
You were not on time.
Slightly on. Yeah, I don't know.
Brian and I were on time.
You're earlier than others.
You said 10 o'clock, bitch.
I said 9:30 multiple times after that. If it was 10 o'clock, ain't no way you'd be here at 9:39.
Yeah, Brian can say whatever he wants, but if you look at the actual calendar, it's 9:30.
Well, hold up. Fuck both of y'all. Darkseid and I at times have fucking watched whole movies before you finally get on, bitch.
That is true.
What happened in the past is irrelevant to what's happening now.
Bitch, today is an enigma of reality.
I'm gonna get that tattooed on my body somewhere. Today is an enigma of reality.